Hi, everybody. I want to welcome you to Wednesday Night Live. We're going to be doing this pretty much every Wednesday night going into the future here. Welcome. We have a lot of different ideas and activities and different things to do throughout the coming weeks. I'm going to give a little bit of a brief overview, and then we're going to do a quick little example of a few of them as well. And I have some people here who are going to give a little bit more in-depth information about the different activities that we can look to expect. So tonight, again, is the introduction. Next week, we're going to be doing a scavenger hunt at home, and Ginny Bishop is here and willing to give us a little bit of a preview of that. So I'm going to switch over to Ginny right now. You have the floor.
Hi, everybody. Next week will be our first Wednesday Night Live, the revised standard version. And it will consist of a scavenger hunt, sort of show and tell style. And that makes it sound like it's for children, but it is not just for children. It is for all of us, but children are especially welcome. Hi girls. Rule number 1, rules are overrated. We are not here to discipline people. So we'll all do the best we can to play the game. You can participate as a family group or as individuals. If you each have your own devices, that's fine. You can share a device. If, say, there are 3 people, like the Downings right now, sharing a device, when you get your little scavenger hunt assignment, you can do it competitively and see who can come up with the best items. You can do it together. You can say, okay, Lucy, you do this one, and Nora, you do that one. However you want to do it. The prize, glory, and Wednesday Night Live fame. That's about as big as it gets. So for tonight's sampler, when I'm through explaining it and after I say go, you will have 2 minutes to find and bring back to your screen 3 things. The first one is something that you use to comfort and calm yourself these days. The second thing, a box or package of bandages. The third thing is a fire extinguisher. And if you can't find a fire extinguisher, bring something else that you could use instead. 1, 2, 3, go. 2 minutes. Ooh, Fod's back already? Anne's back already.
Water, Band-Aids, and cat.
Sounds good to me.
Are we telling you what they are?
Once everybody's back. Waiting for Joanne and Bill to come back.
Do you see we got everything?
Got all these things.
Okay.
Downings are ready for an emergency.
I love this, Ginny.
Anne's ready for an emergency. Bill's back. Joanne. Okay, everybody's back. Okay, Fa, show and tell. Comfort object?
My teacup.
Aw.
Tea
Nice.
all the time. I'm never very far from.
Yeah, everybody hold up your comfort items. I want to hear about those. That's a really nice teacup too.
Yeah, I like it.
Anne, tell us what you've got there.
It's full of cherry pits. It goes in the microwave and it gets warm.
Cherry pits.
Cherry pits, yes.
Does it
It's from
smell
a
like
friend of
cherries?
mine in Washington State. Yeah, cherry pits. And you warm it up and it fits either around my neck or across my back or.
And it makes noise. It makes,
well, yeah.
it's a percussion instrument as well.
Yes, correct. It could be
Awesome.
a maraca in a pinch.
Yes. Okay. Nora and Lucy,
Oh,
comfort items.
There we go. Comfort items.
Mine is pretty much Legos.
What is
Legos,
that?
yep.
Lego.
Legos.
The Lego cupcake cake I made.
Lego? It doesn't look
Yeah.
like a Lego.
Yeah, it is.
Legos are really
Oh my
different these
gosh,
days.
I've never seen anything like that.
The Legos aren't even square anymore. They're
No,
all-
I didn't know that. I've been away from children too long.
Yeah, well,
Lucy, what comforts you?
Can I talk one more?
What is
This-
that? I can't see it.
Oh, well, that's giant heart stuff.
Oh,
Hello.
that's lovely.
Oh, I forgot the other thing that goes with it.
That's all right.
This is storing my sister's birthday present.
It-
Which my birthday is next Saturday.
Awesome. That's great.
Or this Saturday.
Yeah, this Saturday.
And Tom,
what
you're
else?
holding your comfort items?
I'm good. I'm very comforted right now.
Yes.
Is that your comfort thing?
That's a good answer.
Janie, you've got a book.
Yep.
I haven't read anything by her. Explain why I should.
She does very good character development.
Hold the
This
book
one-
up more. I can only see the author.
Firefly Lane by Kristen Hanna.
I love the cover.
Yeah. It's a story of two girls that freshman year in high school, they make a pact that they are going to be friends forever.
How nice. Gotta love a good book.
Yeah.
Bill, what have you got to comfort yourself?
I have music.
Yeah. Handel. Yeah, that'll do it. Very nice. Nice. Joanne, you've got something snuggly there?
Yep, this is my Winnie the Pooh, and he's just the right size for when I take a nap in the afternoon and just cuddle up and sleep with.
I need something with just those proportions.
I mean, in fact, I used him this afternoon. I took a 2-hour nap.
Oh, good for you. I should.
Yeah, good for you.
Yeah.
Well, being retired, I get away with that, so it's cool.
Did I miss anybody? Carolyn, is Carolyn still here?
I'm here. I'm
What have you
here.
got?
I got my boy. You here?
Oh,
Cat, yeah.
listen here.
Aw.
I didn't know you had a cat.
Hi.
Oh, that's
What's his
lovely.
name?
Okay,
Boy.
Galen, you missed the assignment.
Yeah.
So you need to tell us what you use for a comfort item.
What I use
On the
for a
spot.
comfort item.
Barb.
We had 2 minutes to come up with it.
I would say probably either playing my guitar or working in my workshop.
Nice. Both. Yeah. Okay.
Probably.
We're running out of time for this segment, but I'd like to see everybody's Band-Aids. Everybody hold up your Band-Aids. Document that you've got them. Okay. And your fire extinguishers. Or unless you brought something besides a fire extinguisher. Oh,
Holy cow, Janie, that's a monster.
Yeah.
awesome.
It was easier to get than baking
Carolyn
soda.
has water. Excellent, Carolyn. That'll work in a
I don't
bit.
have a fire extinguisher, but I
Unless it's an electrical fire.
Okay. Well, thank you everybody for sharing. We're going to do more of this next week.
That was fun, Ginny.
So
Yeah,
next
thank
week,
you.
next week, please come back and bring 3 friends. Adios. I got to go to choir practice.
All right.
Thank you, Jenny. So that's going to be next Wednesday night. And the following Wednesday, we're going to start our book discussion, The Hidden Life of Trees. Bill Wieland is going to be leading that discussion, and Bill is here with us tonight. Bill, would you like to go into a little more detail on that?
Sure, thank you. About 3 months. You're hearing me okay?
Yes.
Okay, about 3 months ago, I was searching in my phone for the next book that I would listen to while walking or on other occasions, searching through the library's list of nonfiction items, and I accidentally stumbled on this title and then discovered this book entitled The Hidden Life of Trees. The title was intriguing. It sounded like it might be something that our church's green team might find interesting. And so I downloaded it onto my phone and listened to it and was absolutely captivated by the book and its contents. The book was written by a German forest manager named Peter Wohleben. I've heard it pronounced several different ways. For 20 years, he managed a German state forest, and then more recently has been doing educational guided tours, taking groups of people into the forest to help them to discover the uniqueness, the benefits, the specialness of life in a mature forest in Germany. So he wrote this book about his experiences and what he has discovered. Simultaneously, a scientist in Canada, in British Columbia, a woman whose last name is Sumner, did some scientific experiments that turned out to document scientifically some of the things that that Peter is describing and claiming to be valid information in his book. He talks about the kind of community life that trees experience, how they communicate with each other, how they support one another, how they nurture, especially the younger trees and the very older trees, how they collaborate in defense mechanisms. When giraffes come and are chewing at their leaves, they are able to produce a liquid that comes out of the leaves and is very distasteful, and giraffes discontinue having their snack, eating the tree's leaves. But not only do they do that with their own leaves, they somehow communicate to neighboring trees, and the neighboring trees begin to release the same liquid, somewhat toxic material that oozes out onto their leaves, so that the giraffes don't try to eat their leaves as well. There's a network that Peter has described, and the scientist in Canada, in British Columbia, has verified with some very appropriate scientific tests. There's a process that enables trees to link roots. They actually connect their roots to the roots of neighboring trees, and they send communication messages, electric communication messages that move at the speedy rate of 1/4 of an inch per minute. So it takes a while for the message to get from one tree to the next, but it works. And Peter has nicknamed that process, instead of the worldwide network, he has nicknamed it the wood-wide network. And it is a phenomena that has been verified with appropriate scientific experiences that the scientist in Canada has accomplished. The experience that Peter had also helped him to discover that old mature trees find very unique ways to support the growth and the healthiness of very young trees growing nearby. He tends to call the larger, older tree the mother tree, and he calls the younger, new trees coming up the children of the mother tree. Whether the anthropomorphization of that relationship is appropriate or not, the relationship of support and nurturing is definite and is fascinating to discover. They also support and nurture stumps. When a tree has been cut and the only thing remaining is the stump, without the neighboring trees supporting them, the stump would rot and deteriorate and disappear within a few years. Foresters have discovered stumps that have been living for as much as 140 years after the mature tree was cut or premature tree was cut. And in many cases, those stumps end up producing another young tree that grows out of the stump that is receiving the sugar and the nurturing support through its root system from neighboring trees. So we will talk on one of the nights, and I have a list here if I can pull this up on my screen. On the first night, we will talk about the fact that trees have feelings and find ways to understand what those feelings are, where they come from, what the tree does with them, and how that tends to enable trees to live. Incidentally, he reports that the oldest tree on the planet is in Sweden, and it's 9,500 years old.
Wow.
On the second night, the 24th of February, we'll talk about trees and their ability to learn. And we'll begin to explore what that means for the future of forests and the ways in which forests can continue to nurture human life on this planet. On the 10th of March, the third of these discussions, we'll talk about the ways in which trees communicate, particularly focusing on the wood-wide network. And on the final session, March 24th, we'll talk about tree families and tree communities and some of what human animals might learn from these trees. The book is available online from the Lancaster Public Library as both a book and an audio book. You can listen to it, or you can pull it into your phone or on your computer and read it online. And it's also available for purchase from many places, including Amazon, where it's available for just under $18. So I have found it exciting. I hope that that you will too, and I hope you can spread the word and we can get together and talk about the hidden life of trees. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Bill. So as Bill said, the first night of that is going to be February 10th. And then every other Wednesday after that is the following nights that he spoke of. And we can probably put a list of those in the description underneath the YouTube video if you're watching this after this is recorded. So after the first book discussion session, the following Wednesday is Ash Wednesday. So there will be a noon Zoom service. Is that correct, Fa?
No,
there's going to be something. I know there's going to be a service in the evening.
At noon, it's actually, and Galen can speak to this, it's a drive-through ash imposition at noon, 12 to 1. And then at 7 o'clock, we're actually having a service, an Ash Wednesday service via Zoom.
And that'll be via YouTube. Yeah. So that'll be like our Sunday services, but on the Wednesday. So we will not have a Wednesday night live on the 17th of February. The 24th continues the book discussion, as Bill said. On March 3rd, we're going to have another scavenger hunt with Ginny leading that.
No, that's mine. That's mine.
Oh, sorry, Anne. Excuse me. Anne will be leading that scavenger hunt.
It's going to be at the church. I think what I'm gonna do is take some photographs of some things at the church and then find out your knowledge of the church, where those things might be. So it's sort of a scavenger hunt, but it'll be places and things in the church. But that's March 3rd.
And here, 1 second. And then what we have is following that will be another book discussion with Bill. And then after that, Kevin Shorter Johnson has offered, Kevin Shorter Johnson has been doing a lot of podcasting and Peacebuilding lately, and that involves narrations and poetry readings. So Kevin said that he'd bring together a devotion using John O'Donohue and Padraig O'Tuama, and he'll be sharing that. He can also talk about intersections with O'Donohue's work of blessing with the work of peacebuilding. So that would be on March 17th. So put that on your calendars as well.
St. Patrick's Day.
Hmm?
St. Patrick's Day.
Yes.
Irish on St. Patrick's Day.
That makes sense. And then the March 24th will be the last in the book discussion with Bill and the Hidden Life of Trees. And then on the 31st of March, we have Bruce Walsh will be sharing some reading series. So this is going to be beginning on the 31st. So this would be going on in the future, I believe. He offered to lead us in a short play reading series during the Wednesday Night Live action meetings. Actors will participate from their homes over Zoom. If you're interested in being a reader for this event, please contact Bruce at walsh.bruce@gmail.com. That's WALSH.BRUCE@gmail.com. Bruce is currently researching short works that can spark conversation in our community, and he hopes to share them with us soon. So that pretty much rounds out our Wednesday Night Live into the future. If anyone here in this meeting right now has any additions or suggestions, feel free to speak up. And also people who are watching after tonight's recording, feel free to contact the church and share some ideas with us. So thank you. Does anyone have anything to share? And if not, I see Ann is moving down to share some music with us. Okay,
Well, if
Ann.
you have any ideas, you can contact one of us because we are open to them. So, well, I thought it might be fun before we leave tonight to sing, or at least I'll sing, and you can sing along, but you'll be muted. Happy birthday to any of our folks who might have a birthday now. I think I heard Lucy say she has a birthday. Has she gone to bed?
She's somewhere in the house. She's not asleep yet. You want to come here, Lou?
We can sing Dear Friends, or we can sing to everyone. I just know today is Ann Colangelo's birthday. She's 90 today. And I believe we have some other members with birthdays today. And, you know, we usually, but it would just be sort of fun to remember people's birthdays. So is Lucy there? Are you there, Lucy? You get a command performance. All right. So everybody's going to sing. Happy birthday
to you. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday, dear Lucy, and everybody else who has a birthday. Happy birthday, Lucy.
Yay!
Yay!
Thank you, Anne.
Well, thank you very much. Does anyone have anything? Oh, you want to say something?
My birthday's not today.
I know.
No, we know.
We're paying it forward.
Yeah, your birthday's, didn't you say it was on Saturday or Sunday? Saturday?
Saturday.
Yeah, and how old will you be? You want to put it?
6?
3 and 3. 3 and 3, what is that? You're going to be 6 years old? When did that happen? Oh my goodness.
Wow.
Okay, say goodnight to everybody. Or say hello to everybody, because this may not be, if you're watching this, it may not be night, so.
All right, thanks everybody.
Good night, everybody. Blessings. Sleep well. Stay
See you next
safe.
Wednesday.
Bring 3 people next week.
And your fire extinguisher.
And your fire extinguisher. Bye.
Bye.